guys were there back in the day, for that one position, is it 10 players to get to that one corner that you guys are calling us the agents? And how influential is your decision as the scout to that undrafted guy? Are they grouped together in a pack of 5? Are we all one of the 5?
Okay, here's a process I went through with the team I was with the last 7 years, and it was the best that I've ever been at. We would take the bottom part of the draft board with the coaches like the week before the draft, and I would spend 2 days with the secondary coach going all over all of the corners and safeties from the 5th round on down, all right? And that would include free agents, and then any reject that had a good pro day, say a guy ran a 4.25. Anybody that had a number, analytics again, anybody that had a number that put him up there, then we would throw that film on just to see if there was anything there that was draftable or that was worth signing as a free agent. So we would have a stack of, golly, I would think we probably went through 40 or 50 corners in that stack, same with maybe 20 or 30 safeties in a couple of days. We'd watch, if we went to the combine, we'd watch the combine tape. If we went to an all-star game, we'd watch the all-star game. And then we put on a game, maybe a half of it, and then put on, just depending on what we saw. If we saw something that said this guy's draftable, then we put it up here. All right, if we saw something that said this guy, so we ended up stacking those players, all right, from like the 5th round on down. Okay, as the draft went on, those guys started getting taken off. Okay, so we finished the 6th round. There may be 6 guys left on the board. All right, I'm in charge of that position. I'm not the area scout now. I'm in charge of that position. I'm calling those guys. So it's no longer the area guy. As an area guy, I was calling my area guys before the draft, making sure I had all the information, telling him, hey, you know, I was at your pro day, I loved it, you know, we'll see what happens. So now I'm dealing with position. I think that's the way most teams are. So then we would start calling those guys at the end of the 6th round. If we had 2 picks left, we got 2 picks left, we haven't taken a corner yet. You know, you may be one of our guys. So the number is different, and the way we would do it was very systematic. We would start with the first guy, and we would work that first guy until he said no or went someplace else or we got an answer. And depending on where he was, we would offer so much money. And we weren't going to be outbid for the most part, all right, we felt. And so then we just keep working on down. If we got shut out here, shut out here, shut out here, then we may end up down here, just depending on how it went. But that's the way it worked for us.
And on those 6 corners, do you have anybody simultaneously?
I'm sorry?
On those 6 corners that you have left on your board at that time, do you have anybody simultaneously calling number 2, number 3, number 4? Or are you making all those calls yourself? Because I don't
The coach is calling, and I'm calling. We're calling agent, we're calling players.
Everyone's calling, not just you. Everyone's calling.
Again,
I'm just. There's 100 of you in an organization.
One coach and one scout.
One coach and one scout. So the guy that's dealing with the wide receivers is calling the wide receivers. I'm just calling the corners. That's all I'm dealing with. And then the scout or the coach that I'm working with is also calling. But we're basically working one at a time, working down the list because we don't want to yes for number 5 and we got a chance to get number 1. Now some teams will do that. They'll take the first guy. You know, but that's basically the way. And you know, coach may have a relationship with an agent, or I may. So he may call the player. I say, hey, call the player. You know, tell him we're interested. I'll get a hold of the agent. So depending on who had a relationship with who, we kind of work on it that way.